Okay, let's do this little dance. Hi, love bums. Welcome to a little shorty practice. Lavender. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. I was thinking we would just like move just to warm the body, just to open a little bit, and try and make that within 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna flip this this lovely mural of mine up so that I can access the wall behind it, and we'll go upside down with the wall. I'll just play like that. And so I'm gonna try and keep this video short. I know I always say that, but actually this time make it happen. So without further ado, I love you, and let's do it. So here we'll start on our butt with our legs crossed, and just in an easy pose with one foot in front of the other. You can take your hands to your knees, lift up your chin, and just begin to make big circles. So just opening and creeping into the belly and into the sides and into the back. And then switch your circle, go the other direction. Big circles. Cool. And then take your right hand out to the right side, left arm big stretch forward and long. So just keeping this left arm just subtly ahead of so you can see your arm with your eyes. Lift the chin, open the throat, and just pulsing in and out of this, extending. It's like you're reaching this left arm long, pushing it into something imaginary. Chin is lifted, the throat is open, the belly is long. And then take your hand down, curl in, chin tucks into the chest, fill through the back. And then root the hips back. Well, I guess they're already kind of rooted back, but soften the belly forward and peel it back open. And then rising with the left ribs, little spring up and over to the other side. Left hand to the left. Right arm, big stretch forward and long. Just keeping this arm ahead of the gaze so that you can see the arm with your eyes. Filling through the back. Just extending into your right side line. Big stretch. Chin is lifted, the throat is open, and the crown is reaching that way. We'll take this hand and dip it down, curl chin to chest, fill through the back. And then root back, soften the belly forward and open it back up. And then rising back up through center. Come forward with the hands. Take the feet back behind you and step the knees back into all fours. Hands and knees. We'll just take some undulations of the spine. So toes are untucked, the top of the foot is pressing down and dragging back for a low hollow in the ankle. And then we use the top of the foot to drag the hips back. The hips keep wide and high on the rise, and then ripple forward, chin tucks into the chest, curl through the back. Sit the hips back, soften the belly, lengthen. And then curl through, chin tucks into the chest, round through the back, press the mat away. Big extension through the shoulder blades. Hips sit back. Lift up. Curl through, chin to chest, press the mat away. Hips root back, lengthen, tone the belly. And curl through, chin to chest, push the mat away. Really broaden the shoulder blades. Last time, root back. And then curl through center, chin to chest, really broadening through the back. Cool, and then sit the hips back. Press the mat away to broaden the shoulder blades. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees up, hands and feet. Walk the feet as wide as your hips or as wide as your mat, whatever feels right. Take a nice big bend into your knees. And then from this space, root down through the paws and then send the butt back wide and high behind you. And the paws push down and out to the side, recruit the glutes. Take the heart forward just a little bit and press the mat away to really fill through the back heart. The shoulder blades are broad and the heart is expanding wide all sides. And when I speak to the heart, it's like the heart lives in the rib cage, so the ribs are widening all sides. Little pulses forward and back. Okay, externally rotate right hand, toes and knees twist left. Sit the hips towards the heel, rise through the left side. Bend and extend through the legs, hips root back, soften the belly long to the left, lift the chin, open the throat. On the next rise, we're going to drop the right foot, pick up the left, one arm, one leg, side balance. Keep connected your left fingertips. Root the right femur back wide and high into the sky. Left knee hugs in towards the belly. Open the belly long to the left, rise into the left ribs. Little sticky pedal. Imagine this heel is pulling through cold honey. Toes stay connected. Press the mat away. Keep rising into the left ribs. Chin lifted, crown reaching. One more pulse. Cool, find some stillness. You're gonna step this what is your left foot to the left side of the mat. Halfway up, pivot on the right. Deep seat, root the hips way back and wide, rise up. First stop, hands above the thighs or above the knees. And here we're just going to pulse extension into both legs. If you have more space, you can take the hands below the knees, maybe even two hands to the inside edge of your left foot. We want to keep the lower lumbar moving in its natural curve. Keep the butt widening back behind, toes connected. Heart full, chin lifted, corners of the mouth lifted. Little pulsing here. Okay. Big bend, rise all the way up. Knees bend forward, and this back knee is narrowing up. So the right knee is narrowing upwards versus outwards. Sit the hips back, root the hips back. Left fist connects to the inside edge of your left thigh. Big stretch high, arc forward and long. Sweep the hand back, cupping the back of the head. Hug the elbows into the cheek. Sit deep, root back, and then spring, rise up, arc over. Bending and extending, little pulsing. Rising, more length, opening into more openness into the right side. Okay, and then release. Reach your arms forward, lift up your chin. We'll take a little spring cross ankle. Cross the right ankle over top of the left thigh. The knee stays narrow as we sit the hips back and wide. Arms rise and then push down energetically to lift the ribs up high. First place we'll place the hands is the top of the thigh. So just almost like nuzzled into the groin. From this place we can press down to lift the ribs up, lift up the chin. Second stop is going to sit deeper, root the hips further back and take the hands to the shin. A little resist of the ribs forward. Big full breathing. Can move with this. We want to keep a bend in your standing leg. You can catch your bum, widen the cheeks behind. Feels good. And take one more full inhale. Exhale, lift the heart up high, reach your arms forward, big hug style, lift up your chin, and cross the right leg all the way over. The knees squish together, sit deep into a seat, hips back, knees forward. And then here we're going to curl in, cross the arms, chin tucks into the chest, fill through the back. When the wrists cross, you can resist the wrists and glide your ribs side to side. Feel through the back, chin into the chest, and then sit deep, root back and ripple it open, heart high to the sky. Keeping the arms forward of the heart, push high, lift the chin, open up. And do that 2 more times. Curl in, chin to chest, cross the arms, little resist, glide the ribs. And then sit deep, open it back up, bloom high, heart to sky, chin lifted, throat open. Last time, curl in, chin to chest, cross the wrists, glide the ribs. And then root back, open it back up, big high to the sky. And then interlace your hands. Reach up, 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 lean back, open up, knees forward, hips back, reaching up, extending long. And then release the arms. Step the right foot wide to the right side. Step the left foot wide to the left side. Deep seat. Root back. Little glide of the legs side to side. And take a couple of hops here. If you don't want to hop, just glide your legs, continue to glide the legs. If you're hopping, we're going to take the hands, plant them strong, push the mat away. So we really want to hold the fullness in the back of the heart. And if your elbows collapse when you push, you're never going to get that lightness. You'll always feel a bit of a dump. And so you want to keep pushing the ground away, hold the fullness in the back rib cage. Deep seat, frog hops, open belly. Land light, eyes forward, push the ground away. Lift up and down. Take one more. Big hop. Knees at a 90 degree. Press the ground away, eyes forward. And then hop back. Hands and feet. Just a little shift of the hips side to side, knee knocks to the center. Okay, we'll do that all on the other side. Externally rotate the left hand just a little bit. Toes and knees twist right. Sit the hips towards the heel, rise into your right sideline. Hips root back, soften the belly open, lift the chin, reach and rise. Next extension, we're going to drop the left, pick up the right. Find your base here, keep the connection, right fingertips to the mat. Root left femur back wide and high into the sky. Left ear to left shoulder, rise into your right ribs. Hug the knee in towards the belly. Keep your butt high and wide. And then you can take little sticky pedals, a resisted pedal like your heel is pulling through cold honey, or maybe even just honey would be enough for it to be hard. So just trying to connect into that engagement on that right bum, that right glute. Find some stillness. Eyes look to the right side of the mat. Right foot steps halfway up, right side of the mat. Pivot on the left. Deep seat. Root the hips back and wide. Rise up. Hands above the knees. First stops here. So here, just pulsing an extension into the legs. The hips back wide behind. If you have more space, you can take the hands down a little bit, or maybe even all the way down to the inseam of your right foot. And wherever you are, you want to just check into your lower lumbar and make your alignment of your spine your priority before you find the depth of stretch. So just pulsing here, opening. Okay, and then we will rise all the way up. Bend into your knees, left knee narrows upwards. Sit deep, root back. Right fist connects to the inside edge of your right thigh. Left arm big stretch high and then arcs forward. Find the length and then sweep the hand back to catch behind the head. Hug the elbow into the cheek. Sit deep, dig, drag left paw down and back, and then big stretch, reach up and rise. Little springing here, hips back, extending long. Elbow reaches forward, head presses into the hand, belly stays long, rising into the left side ribs. One more pulse. Big stretch. Release your hands, arms forward. Fill the heart, lift up the chin. Take a little spring, cross ankle. Left ankle over top of right thigh. The knee stays narrow while we sit the hips back and wide, arms rise. Pump down, lift the ribs up high. First stop, the hands land is to the base of the thighs or in kind of by the groins. Here is a light seat. We're pressing down to lift the ribs up high, lift the chin and soften the shoulders. And second stop sits a little deeper. Roots the hips further back. Hands to the shin, resist the ribs forward. There's a length in the belly, a fullness in the heart. Eyes looking on the horizon. You can catch your bum, you can widen the cheeks. Big full breathing. Little pulsing. Connect your toes, connect your roots. One more full inhale. Deep exhale, lift the heart, arms forward, chin lifted, cross left leg all the way over. Squish the knees together, sit deep into your seat, and then we'll curl in, chin tucks into the chest, cross the arms forward, down low. Resist your wrists, glide the ribs side to side, connect into the back. And then sit deep, root back, and open it back up. Big wide hug to the sky, heart lifting high. And then curl in, chin to chest, curl in. Fill the back, little glide side to side. And then sit deep and open it back up. Big rise. Open wide arms pushing forward and high. And then last time, curling in, resist the wrists, chin to chest, glide the ribs. And sit the hips back and bloom it back open, heart high to the sky, arms reaching wide. And then interlace your hands above your head. Sit deep, reach up high, knees forward, hips back. Reaching, reaching, reaching so high, lengthening, opening. And then release your arms, hug your left knee in, sit deep, step wide. Right knee hugs in, sit deep, step wide. Little glide leg side to side. Okay. Hands plant to the mat, couple of hops. Push the ground away, eyes forward. Land light, little spring in the knee, open belly. Land back, hands and feet. Little shift of your hips side to side. Externally rotate right hand, toes and knees left. And sit the hips towards the heel, rise into your left side line. Chin is lifted, throat is open, big extension reaching, hips root, belly soft. Left hand lands on an external rotation. Twist the toes all the way to the right. Sit the hips towards the heel, rise into the right side line, pulsing. Hey, back through center. Narrow the knees, lower the knees, sit back, take a pause. Okay, I'm going to adjust my little, what do you call this thing? Give myself some block height. So my cool thing, danger, might not even be enough. Okay, don't break. Okay, so we'll go upside down. We'll use the wall because it's nice. And so finding some space at a wall. And okay, so there's going to be two ways to get up. The first one will assume that you have no fear and relatively open hamstrings. No fear, open hamstrings. So you're going to take a deep squat. You're going to touch the butt to the wall. So the bum meets the wall. Deep squat. Hands are going to plant underneath of the shoulders. The hands as wide as the shoulders. A springiness to the hands, like a grippiness. Yeah. And then you're going to take the heart forward, move the bum away from the wall. Right? So butt's at the wall, hands plant underneath the shoulders, and then we take the heart forward to remove the butt from the wall. From here, you're going to take one foot up and up. So you basically climb up the wall. And this might be like less littler hop, but you want to keep pushing the ground away super strong. Walk, walk, walk. Now that you're up, you're going to want to keep your feet just like so, the knees at a 90 degree, paws connected. And then you're going to want to take yourself away from this position and send the hips behind the heart. Allow the head to release. Eyes can just look at the wall, or maybe you have a mirror, and send the hips back, open the belly, keep pressing the mat away. And then coming down when you need. Take a pause. So to build up the strength for your shoulders, you might just do going up for like 10 seconds and then 15 seconds and just little increments of time. And the work will be just really pushing the ground away so strong so that you're like searching for this fullness in your back, this support of the shoulders. And it's going to take some time to build that up. Okay, the second option, if you're working with a little bit of fear or tighter hamstrings, you are going to take yourself into more of a hands and feet at the wall. So hands are, give myself something structured here. So you're gonna be in this position to start. What this gives you is more space, more space, but there's some trickiness to this as well. So from here, you'll step the foot up and up. And then you see that I can't get my hips behind my heart. And so to stay here is a nice place if you have the strength, but it is effortful. And you're gonna have to be pushing the ground away. So this is a good place for strengthening. You'll feel it in the belly. You'll feel it in the arms. And to get that lightness, you're gonna have to walk the hands back and back. And so that you can use the feet, press the feet into the wall to send the hips back. Release the head, eyes, look at the wall. Look at the feet, connect the feet. So we want to get that 90 degree in the leg, send the hips back behind the heart. So that's option 2. So the first option, butt at the wall, deep squat, hips back, lengthen the belly, hands plant underneath of the shoulders. Take the heart forward, push the ground away, step up, step up. Feet wide, knees bent, paws connected to the wall. Send the hips back. Release your head, eyes to the wall. Pressing the ground away, super strong. If you feel strong here, you can play with twists. So we twist the feet, keep them connected to the wall. Send the butt back wide and high. Maybe shift the weight into one hand to lift into the ribs, lighten the fingertips. Come back center. Find your base, hips root back, lengthen the belly, press the mat away. Toes and feet to the right. Send the hips back wide and high. Shift weight to the left side, rise into the right ribs, dome. Back center. Come all the way down. Take a pause. Going upside down is the best. One more thing I'll give to play, if you have a safe place to hop onto, will be some heart hops. I haven't practiced these in a while, so we'll see how they look here. Okay. So heart hops, this is definitely advancing a little bit. So the twists are more advanced and the heart hops are more advanced. But what you're going to do is you're basically going to take the legs in a so let's see how we go here. Hands push strong, fill the back. Take the butt off of the wall by taking the heart forward. Big hop up, land light. So the feet land light and widen as you go out. So here, press the mat away, deep squat. Cool, things to play with. Yeah, cool. Let's carry on. So a little wall play, and when you go upside down, yeah, you can play twisting. You don't have to lift an arm, but when you twist, say your toes and knees twist to the left, right ear can drop to right shoulder, you rise more into the left ribs. Hips root back wide, press the ground away, rise right ribs. Okay. Cool. Back to practice. Okay, so upside down is fun. Play there. Just chill out. Hands to the mat. Tuck the toes. We'll just twist to the left to lower the right hip down. Come onto your right forearm, angled up to the top left-hand corner of the mat. And just rise into your ribs, little circles, hips root back. And from here, offering you the potential to take your hand to your foot, or if the foot is too much, you can catch behind the thigh and just extend a leg out. I'm gonna keep a micro bend in the back of the knee and think about kicking your heel wide. If you have more space, you can catch the hand to the foot and just think about rooting your left femur back so that we keep the belly long. And also, it's easy to collapse here, so just holding an integrity, a lift underneath the ribs. Chin is lifted, throat is open. You can lift it up. Ba, 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 ba. Cool, and then we'll place this left foot in front of the thigh. And you can give yourself something to resist into with your hand, either internally or externally. And then we'll slide out. And land the left knee in front of the right. Reach the arms forward of the heart, and then just spiral the heart open. Right hand to the outside edge of your left thigh. Left hand can reach back behind, chin up. A little bind with a twist. And then last offering, maybe you take this leg and extend it one more time. And this will just be beautiful IT. Think about rooting back your left femur. You could even take your hand to your butt and just guide it back. Pull the butt back. Okay, rebend through this knee. Reach your right arm back long. Come back onto your side. Press left hand in front of the heart to move yourself all the way back up. Can take a couple of hops again if you want. Big spring. Big spring. Okay. And then we'll twist to the right to lower the hip down. And we're going to come down onto our left forearm, angled to the top right hand corner of the mat. The elbows just ahead of the shoulder. Little twists or little movement here. Just finding a curiosity, an exploration of the body. And we'll take potentially hand to foot or maybe behind the thigh and just kicking extension out. You can guide the leg upwards. I'm going to keep like a lightness underneath the left armpit. Chin is lifted, throat is open. Less is more, so thinking about maintaining that little pocket, that hollow in the back of the knee so that we're not locking out the knee or trying not to lock out the knee. And then we'll replace this foot in front of the left thigh. Give yourself something to resist into, either internally or externally, or maybe both. And then extend your left arm long. Right knee drops in front of the left. Reach your arms forward of your heart and then open your heart towards the sky. Little twist. You can take the left hand to the outside edge of your right thigh. Right hand back behind. You can extend this leg, catching whatever. If you want that IT stretch, you can take your right hand to your right butt and just guide it back. Pull the butt back. And you're going to experience quite a stretch, and so just being gentle and kind with your body. Okay. And then roll all the way onto your back. Pick up your bum, shift your hips to the center, shift your heart to the center, catch your knees and just rock side to side. I think we'll end just with like an active twist. So take the knees into the air, arms reach high into the sky, and then we'll move the knees a little bit away and we'll reach the arms a little bit back, and so the belly feels a tightness or a tone, an elastic pull. And then we're just going to take the knees halfway right, arms halfway left. Holding a hamstring hug energy heel toward the bum. And then knees to the left, arms to the right. Chin is lifted, throat is open. Knees to the right, arms to the left. This time, option to extend left leg long. Imagine this foot is kicking energy out of it. Arms are hovering, belly's working. Back through center, knees left, arms right. Option to extend your right leg long towards the left. Back through center, knees to the right, arms to the left. Extend left leg long to the right. Cross bind is here, right hand to the outside edge of your left thigh. Resist upwards and downwards. Back center, switch sides, knees left, arms right. Extend right leg long to the left. Cross bind, left hand to the outside edge of your right thigh. Resist up and down, big reach. Twisting with this bind, little resistance. Chin lifted, throat open. Back through center. Plant the feet behind the sits bones. Allow the knees to drop to the right, arms reach left, big stretch. Knees to the left, arms to the right, big stretch. Do that 2 more times, knees right, arms left. You can take your, this time, left hand to catch right wrist and stretch. Switch the wrists and switch knees to the left, arms to the right, big stretch. And then extend your legs long and just take a couple moments of rest. Get your bum, spread the cheeks, give yourself a hug, broaden the shoulders, arms to the side, lift up the chin, open the throat, big full breathing. Be heavy, make any noises, make any movements you need. Just allow yourself to totally rest. Going upside down is little spice of life, little love life. I hope you had fun, and please stay resting for as long as you can. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for being here.